Fendel Tower, huh? I sure hope Kurt is here.
You said you knew him, right, Malik? In fact, you seemed shocked when you heard his name. What kind of person is he? If things go badly and we have to fight him, your information might help turn the tide.
We first met at the military academy over 20 years ago. Much as they do now, the people of Fendel were suffering. The climate was harsh, and our Valkanists provided no help. Most of the people were on the verge of poverty. Or worse, the rich were content to let the poor struggle, so long as their own gluttony remained satisfied. Eventually, a young officer decided he had seen enough and started a reform movement. Kurt and I believed strongly in the cause, and had soon devoted ourselves to it completely.
So what happened?
It was youthful foolishness. Those in power brought pressure to bear and crushed the revolution before it could take hold. I knew my life was in danger, and so I decided to flee Fendel while I still could. But Kurt stayed. He refused to watch the light of revolution flicker and die. He was a man of fearsome intelligence and singular will. A man who would sooner die than surrender his ideals. Even if we do manage to track him down, I doubt he'll listen to an old coward like me.
But there's a chance, Captain. And that means we have to try.
I suppose you're right. Let's go find him.
This area is off limits.
Fermat's not feeling well, so she sent us in her place.
She sent 6 of you?
Today's procedure is unusually labor-intensive.
Well, alright. Go on through. But that passengers will only work on the first floor. All other areas are off limits.
Understood.
Sweet, Captain! You totally saved our bacon again. You're really good at this.
Yes, I suppose so.
I won't hold it against you if you wish to view me as a professional liar.
All right, we made it into the tower. Now the real work begins.
Right. We should find Kurt as soon as possible.
I have to say I'm relieved. When I first heard about Kurt, I feared you might try to avoid having to meet with him again. That no longer seems to be the case.
Having come this far, I no longer feel conflicted. It's just...
Yes?
I might have mentioned it before, but Kurt is not an opponent to take lightly. I can't say whether I'll be able to persuade him.
That's enough, Captain Malik.
What?
I'm saying try to keep your self-importance in check. Stop thinking of this as only your problem. Their Valkanist experiment will be disastrous, and convincing him of this is a duty we all share.
Interesting. It looks like all of these moving panels are linked together.
Indeed. If you make one panel move, all of the others shift in lockstep. When determining our path through the tower, we'll need to factor in the positions of the moving panels.
And then there are these. Looks like we can shut off the steam by closing the corresponding valves.
But if we close too many valves in the same place, they may not withstand the pressure.
This tower looked majestic from the outside, but the interior is junk.
Sadly, I think that pretty much sums up Fendel for me.
More stairs? How many floors are in this building anyway?
Hey, are you all right?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm curious as to why you are standing by yourself.
I'm not good with heights.
Oh, I see people down there. But they're tiny.
Captain, is that really true? About being afraid of heights?
Yes. Why would I lie about something like that?
Wait, but when you ambushed us at Wallbridge, weren't you waiting for us at the top of a tower?
Yes, and that's probably why I lost. Had there been any other option, I would have taken it.
Losing to Asbel must have really gnawed at you, huh? Is this a trash dump?
Pascal, what is it?
A Geese original #3 piston! And it still works! It's even been bored up! I can't believe someone just threw threw this away!
And I can't believe you get this excited about garbage.
Come on, help me search, little bro!
Fine. What are we looking for? Our destination is up ahead. Are you well?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing Kurt again.
Then perhaps you should act like it. Because when you appear anxious, it makes the others uneasy.
Oh?
My brother in particular relies on you with all his heart. So at this point, even false bravado would be more than welcomed.
Aren't we clever?
So this is Kurt's office. Looks like he's out.
Are you sad he's not here?
A little. But I'm also relieved. I have no idea what I'll say to the man when I finally see him again. Anyway, we're here. We should learn what we can.
Is that...
Here, let me look. Yep, that's it. It's the Falconus Crius. It's hidden in a glacier right outside the capital.
What? That's just a stone's throw away.
If the Falconus explodes, it will mean the end of Zavhert.
Someone's coming.
Malik, is that you?
Hello, Kurt. It's been a long time.
As much as I'd love to catch up, this is hardly the time nor the place.
We need to speak to you. It's important. Is it true that you're heading up the Falconus experiment?
It is. And it's also true we're finally on the cusp of a vital breakthrough. If this experiment works, we'll be able to harvest Eleth at a phenomenal rate. The people of Fendel, all of them, will want for nothing. The revolution of 20 years past never died, old friend. It just took a different form.
You have to stop the experiment, Kurt.
The research you're using is flawed. If you extract too much Eleth, it'll initiate an unstoppable chain reaction and destroy the Falconus.
This is Pascal. She's an Amarcian and an expert on the Falconus. She founded the original research upon which Fourier based her work.
Your concerns are amusing, but unnecessary. The experiment will go forward as planned.
What?
Do you think me so foolish as to rely solely on the work of Miss Fourier? We've made extensive modifications to her research and accounted for every possible outcome. You have no cause for concern.
But...
My country is dying. If we halt the experiment, the plight of our citizens will become exponentially greater. We would be forced to invade neighboring countries merely to survive. The border skirmishes of our recent past would quickly escalate into all-out war.
when you say neighboring countries, do you mean Windor?
We have nothing more to discuss.
So that's it? You refuse to stop the experiment?
Malik, out of respect for our past history together, if you leave now, I will give you time to escape. If not, I will summon the guards. You turned tail and ran once, Malik. I suggest you do so again.
Kurt, damn you! Enough!
You and I chose very different paths, old friend. This is mine.
Well, at least we know where the Falconus is. That's something.
But Kurt refused to stop the experiment.
He's fought a revolution all by himself for the last 20 years. Think of the strength that must have taken. I wish I could support him. You heard what he said, Pascal. Do you still think the experiment is dangerous?
There's no safe way to extract Eleth from that Falconus. It's just way too unstable.
I see.
Captain Malik, we should go to the glacier and stop the experiment. We're the only ones who know the truth. It's our responsibility.
Responsibility.
When we next meet Kurt, we will almost certainly have to fight him. Are you prepared to do that?
To fight my old friend.
If we do this, it will bring the wrath of the entire Fendel nation down upon us. And we are but 6 people. If you don't pull your weight in battle, it'll put all of us in danger.
Kurt is still my friend, no matter what happens here. And I will do whatever it takes to stop him. I owe him that much.
That's all I needed to hear. Shall we move onward?